The kids are down. Wife's asleep.
So in 4 hours, you drank 15 Busch Lights.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at 8 o'clock, that's when you checked out and your wife had to deal with you.
Night time.
Night time.
Yeah.
Crack a beer. Pour a bourbon. It's After Dark. On ESPN Louisville Plus. Subscribe and smash that freaking like button. Now here's Justin Soforo.
Soforo. How do you
Soforo.
say Soforo? No, it's fur. It's fur, not four. That's why it's fur, man.
Soforo.
There you go.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Soforo. I don't know. Soforo? Soforo, my bad. No, Soforo.
Here's Justin Soforo.
With Anna Tarullo.
What is up? Welcome back in to, I don't know why I was about to start it off with another ESPN Louisville name, but welcome back in to After Dark on ESPN Louisville Plus. I'm Justin Soforo. Joining me today, as always, is Anna Tarullo. We've got a lot to talk about today. How are you doing, Anna? Welcome in to After Dark.
You know, I'm doing well. As you well know, we're having the technical difficulties, so I'm on my phone again. Not happy about it, not thrilled about it, but what are you going to do? Hopefully, we're still going to get it done. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I'm excited to chat with you.
I was about to say, if we're talking about technical difficulties, I think at this point, that's been the norm more than has been the opposite.
It would be weird. It'd be like Mark Pope running an offense. If
exactly. If it would actually work. But welcome in. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot happening, whether it be the college football playoff. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the situation with Louisville and Kentucky basketball. Both losers this week. We're both not happy about it. And most importantly, or not most importantly, but I guess leading off the cover story, if you will, all the news around the transfer portal. Most of it's really Louisville football right now. There's some about Kentucky, but really a lot of it right now. Louisville football landing their QB1, and then obviously the talks about Isaac Brown and what's going to happen with him. Is he leaving? Is he going to Texas? Is he coming back to Louisville? We'll talk about that. There's some developments happening over this weekend, and we'll see. Maybe we'll have that news sometime this week. Additionally, I guess the one place I really want to start this right now is this was a chaos hell week as a Louisville fan, like a weekend. Like, it's not even just that it is, you know, Louisville basketball lost, and then we have all these players that you just constantly, and I hate the transfer portal at this point. Like, I just hate having to see everybody leave. It's just like everybody leave. Everybody's getting out of here. Yeah. It's like who's staying? Just tell me who's staying at this point. But a lot of movements that is happening there. But then not only that, but with the fallout from the player, the basketball game, the stuff with PK, it has been what I call somewhat of a civil war with Louisville fans. And I feel like we've already been on we've been a fan base who is always on the edge. And I say we, obviously my side, not you. You're not part of we, but you have been an observer, obviously, being in there with Round Daddy, having to talk some Louisville stuff.
But do I love when it's being stirred up? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I was even retweeting some of the drama to get people going.
We're nothing if not entertaining, is the one thing I can say. If you're on the outside.
A little bit ratchet, a little bit, there's a little bit of a trashy vibe, and that's good. I respect it.
It can be. It can be a little bit, but overall, I'm just like, we were after Friday night, and like, I want to start. I'm trying to think how exactly I want to start this. I think I'm going to start in the Civil War part, and we're going to start with.
I want to start at Gettysburg.
Yeah, exactly. Shortly after the Cal game, and Louisville fans were angry at each other, angry with the media, angry with everything following the Cal game because Brooks Holton for the Courier-Journal went and asked PK a simple question. Just had to ask him one question that kind of set him off. I don't have the sound of that right now. People played it all the last week. You've probably heard it. If you haven't heard it by now, Google PK injury report. That's all you got to look. You'll see it. But basically, he was asking
PK height. Just kidding.
Yeah, dear Lord. Yeah, you'll get a lot of that. But anyway, he was angry because Brooks Holton asked about the situation. I think at that time it was Casey Pryor as well, but definitely around Michael Brown Jr. and what's going on with his back. Why is he probable? Why is he now unable to go? Anyway, PK went on this whole kind of weird it was just a weird rant. Shortly, just saying that I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. All you care about is gambling, and it's like, bro, I don't give a shit about gambling. I don't gamble. I really don't.
Moral president? Are you the morals police?
Yes, like it's because, but also it's like we are now in pro sports. Like it's pro sports.
Yeah.
Like NBA. Well, let's not pretend that we're amateur anymore. The NBA.
Your parents have played PK. What do you want to give us a lecture on gambling? Get out of here.
Yeah, it's just frustrating because like it does. I don't even care. Like I don't personally gamble. I give a shit about my team, how they're performing, and like who's going to be actually playing. Just because I want to know what to expect. Can I expect to be angry after this game? Can I expect a win? What can I expect?
I'm with you. I care too much as is.
But there are people that like to go on this tirade of like, I only agree with whatever is coming out of the university, and they hate the media. And like, it's this, fake news media, it's that kind of stuff. And I'm like, guys, when it comes to sports journalism, like guys like Brooks Holton are not your enemy. They're
like,
trying
we
to
weren't
just
making
get
you get a
information.
vaccine, okay? Like that was not us.
They're not holding you down. It's
You're
not yet.
Guy.
Not yet, but we made Maduro some people. We're going to see how that will go. That's why I tried to play it. I think it was too quiet. I got to just mix it better. I have to go in and mix like the sounder for you somewhere in this because I don't think people heard it properly.
With Anna Tarullo.
There you go. Now you have it properly.
I was laughing my butt off.
Okay, I wasn't sure how loud it was or not. Anyway,
no, it was good.
So that was the start of it, and that was the start of people battling each other on Twitter, all Facebook, all the other things between Louisville fans. Now we reached the weekend and we reached the talk about the different team, not the different teams, the different recruits, the different guys being put out and not. And it really focuses on, and I'm trying to be careful about this, that's why I'm kind of stumbling over my words right now, is it ended up on, I believe it was Thursday, Friday, on the Diener show, talking about Isaac Brown and Isaac Brown entering the port. It was Friday because Thursday was New Year's Day, so we didn't even have a show.
Yeah.
So it was Friday, and Diener and Blank discussing the situation around Isaac Brown. And a lot of people kind of got their panties in a wad because, and I get it. People don't, for some reason, there are people that just don't like certain media personalities, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But if there's anybody, and I'm not trying to say you have to trust everybody, but if there's one person that you can trust who is L1C4 Louisville man first, it's Mark Blankenbaker. Mark Blankenbaker.
I was just gonna say that, dude. You trust him to a fault. Trust him at your own discretion in a positive way. He's maybe a propagandist, some would say.
He will do that. If it's UK, then just whatever you want to say. Like, he's going to go and attack UK, and he's going to say some wild shit. It's going to happen. Yeah, but when it comes to Mark Blankenbaker, and it comes to Louisville basketball, Louisville football, anything with the University of Louisville, he would die for the university. Like, I'm not kidding when it comes to, like, he will go to war for the University of Louisville.
He would marry the university if he
Things
could.
that I wouldn't do. Here comes Swaggy Pope. Like, no one trusts Soforo. That's fine. Don't trust me. Don't trust me. Dude, trust me, bro, is who I'm talking to. That being said, I'll play this sound real quick, given what really set off people about Mark Blankenbaker and Diener and their conversation about Isaac Brown. It was put out on socials and stuff like that. And people didn't like it, whatever. Isaac Brown actually responded to it saying, "Where did you hear this, bro?" Like laughing. And then a bunch of UVL players also came in saying that.
Didn't Rain Smith or somebody respond as well?
Rain Smith went to war. I think that was more in PK and the injuries and all that. Yeah, as well. Yeah, he was going with Ty Spalding. But it's all, like I said, it has been a shit show between Louisville athletics, the fans, and players. It's crazy. So anyway.
One thing they know is chaos, baby.
I will play the sound. It's on the podcast center. You all can go back and listen, whatever you want. But here's the sound of Diener and Blank talking about the situation and the information as they had it at that time.
It was 1.75, and they're like, "Isaac, we're not losing you over 50 grand, so we'll do the 1.75." And then it was 1.8, and then eventually they said, "Isaac, what are we doing?"
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? And so, and this is not with Isaac, it's more with his people. They were prepared to keep going. Like, if we'd have gone to 2, they'd have gone to 2.1. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to keep going.
Well, and that's negotiating in bad faith.
Yeah.
We made you an offer. Now you want more. Why are we making offers if your rebuttal is always a little bit higher? That's negotiating in bad faith. Get the hell out. No, and now if that's how it went down, then you've got a really bad taste in your mouth about it. I'm like, oh, we had those fun games, yeah. Why don't you fumble again, you loser at Miami? It's like,
well, I don't see it like that. I hate it.
I do,
right?
I do. They're mercenaries. Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's hard to get attached to any of these guys. Like, oh, they're great. Nah, they're here for the money.
And I have no qualm with players being mercenaries at this point. Like, it's fine. Like, I do have.
The bottle is. I just love, who was it, Gina, being like, that's negotiating in bad faith. No, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's just negotiating. They come with an offer here and say, wait, raise it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, or you shouldn't have settled for what they said, but that is just plainly negotiating, though, right? I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know the full story. I only know that soundbite.
Here's the thing. I am firmly going to plant my ass cheeks on the fence. I am like both sides, like one on each side of the fence is where I am right now. The reason,
credit card.
And I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting credit carded right now. At this point, the reason I say that is I agree, but I disagree. I absolutely agree. I am completely on the side of players that are, because now, especially, there's so many guys that you've seen careers ended early. Injuries in college, injuries, whatever.
Or you just suck. Zach Calzada getting $2 million for nothing.
Good, honestly, good for him. Like you fleece the system. That being said, like I absolutely agree. Go get your money, get whatever you can. I think because Isaac Brown, because of the relationships that have been built here, I think a couple years of him being here, he wants money. He wants to get the most out of his value personally, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're coming in and like, here's the thing too. When people are saying that it's lies that's being put out there, I'm sorry. Like, I know Mark Blankenbaker. I know around the circles, the people he talks to, those are the people that know exactly what happened in those moments. And I'll just say that.
He would look stupid if he lied. What would be his incentive to lie? He would make himself look bad.
Yeah, Mark has no interest in going out there and like on his own, just trying to start up some shit about Isaac Brown. He is like, no, that's not what he does. He doesn't attack players, whether they're going to be former players or whether, whatever's happening in that situation.
He errs on the side of support, I would say. Yeah. Scott Satterfield, anyone remember that guy? Yeah.
Right, exactly. He's still doing it. But anyway, at the same time, when it comes to Isaac Brown, the situation there was, I think what they perceived, I'm just going to say the University of Louisville at this time and the people that were negotiating those funds, I think they believed, here is this offer. He's coming back and saying, this is the maximum that I need to stay here. And at that point, I don't think they were coming to the table expecting this is going to be a bidding war. And I think he kind of starting somewhat of a bidding war, excuse me. I'm still getting over that.
You got a cough button and everything?
No, I just potted myself down. That's all.
I was going to say, oh my God, you are rich.
Yeah, that's why I need I probably could put a cough. I know there is a cough button on here.
I knew it.
There is a cough. It's just my road mixer.
Operating from a baked potato right now. And you have a cough button.
But I appreciate it. Yeah, but anyway, I think there is that relationship there, that they had established enough of a relationship. He's been a player here for that long that they expected to come to the table with him, have that talk and be like, what is it that we need to get this done? And if that's what it is meeting that 1.75, then we can do it and we can move on and you can be our player and we can move to the future. But then they weren't expecting it to turn into a bidding war. They weren't expecting that Texas, they expected probably Texas to come back.
Be? Like, who is loyal in this day and age? How could you not be expecting it to turn into that? That's what I don't get. It's like everybody does that, coaches included. How could you? Why wouldn't you want to go get his market value? Why wouldn't you want to go do that? Why is he from Louisville? Is he Louisville kid? Even if it were, it's just like, okay, everybody does that. You can't be mad at him, really. I don't know. That's how I feel. But
the problem is too, though, is like it's Texas that you're going against. Like you're going against one of the most wealthy colleges.
Big daddy. That's some big daddy money. That's some daddy Warbucks money.
Yeah, I have so many of my family members that have gone to Texas. They live down in Dallas and Houston, all that. They've gone to Texas. Like I'm very well aware. They don't let me. They let me know how much money is down there. Like I get it. Yeah. So it's one of those situations, especially right now. So many people have put out there too. It is perceived that Isaac Brown was like the top potential running back in the portal that anybody could get if he entered the portal.
So why would you want to go but I also feel like this has further implications in terms of Braum staying there long term. How winnable is it? And this is not me trying to rivalry and call Louisville a poverty program or anything like that. Like, I'm not coming at it that way. I'm coming at it separate from all of that. If I'm realistically thinking Braum, like, he has the hometown thing, right? Like, that's a big incentive to stay. But if there's not a clear path with recruiting, I think that's why people got their feathers so ruffled with the Michigan opening and his name being in this conversation, because subconsciously you do know it's just different what other programs can offer monetarily. And if they are spending it all on you, well, you want to have a good cast around you too. It's not just how much can they pay for one player, but how much can they spend on an entire roster to build it around you to do well. I think that even has further implications with like Braum's longevity there.
I do agree. I think so. Things have come out recently. We talked about it throughout the weeks. I think there's questioning of how involved, and I know this is another thing that people got mad at me with the reel that I made. And it was on Andy's show. Nobody at ESPN Louisville, but fans. People get sensitive.
Yeah, no, I love that you stir the pot. You're so good at it.
I think to me it was Eric Crawford talking about this, and it was I sat there for a second. I was like, did I mishear this quote by Eric Crawford? But absolutely, because I put it in the title, and I was like, really, it seems more and more apparent that it was Jeff Braum, or not Jeff Braum, but his people, his agents, whoever, reaching out more, having those conversations with Michigan, because that's what you do if you're an agent.
That's how you get leverage. That means you have a good agent. Do people not know how business works? I don't know how business works. It's like some of these things are just common sense. I feel like you just intrinsically understand them.
Well,
that's negotiating power.
Yeah, and additionally, so many people, they get in their feelings and get in their emotions because they look at Jeff Braum and they see Jeff Braum as me, or not me, but you know what I mean. Like they see themselves. What I mean is they see themselves in Jeff Braum. They see those emotions that you have attached to this program, to this university you cheered for since you were a child, and because of his, his connection there, his family, and all that, that he feels the same, and that he is going to, no matter what, he's never going to leave.
Business, baby. I do feel like Louisville fans do get especially sentimental. Like, there's this connection there, and it's like,
thanks, Vash.
I get it, but like, it's also just, I see Braum and Justin. That was so nice.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to me. Thanks, Vash. Anyway, that being said, sorry, I got distracted a little bit there.
You're totally good. I need to find my phone charger in a minute.
Go ahead. I'm just going to talk for a little bit.
You talk, and I'm going to, since I'm doing it the old school way on this dang.
This is, like I said, this is her way of doing it at this point. A lot of this has to do with the response from the fans. And it's something that it's just something that it kind of annoys me and irks me there. But also really want to get into the I don't want to say the Tom Jurge of it all, but we're really talking about NIL, Jeff Braum, what's keeping him, and also what's going to help propel Louisville into the future. And a lot of positive momentum has been kind of developed. If you guys have been listening from... It was on Ty Spalding. I think he was on. I can't remember exactly who the Twitter Spaces it was. So I apologize if you're in here. Drop it in there, or if you guys were in there with me and everybody else that were listening. They were dropping a wealth of information about the entire recruiting process during this transfer portal. Who Louisville's going after? All these different guys that they're looking at getting. And Tarullo's not here right now, or maybe she can hear me from a distance, but hopefully she can hear. DeAndre Moore is coming to Louisville tomorrow. He'll be here January, I think, the 5th and the 6th for a visit. He got off from his visit at Kentucky that he just had the last couple of days, and I was a little bit nervous there that maybe Will Stein would be able to coax him into committing there while he was on campus. Appears that didn't happen, so Louisville has their opportunity now. Obviously, most of us know the connection there with DeAndre Moore being recruited by Louisville before, back when the NIL stuff really first got started taking off during Flyville or whatever it was under Scott Satterfield, before he ended up changing his tune and going to Texas. Now Louisville has another opportunity, and this would be a stud wide receiver to bring in for the Cardinals. Additionally, we talked about other potential quarterback players out there that Louisville's looking at. We talked about Josh Hoover, who is now in something that I think all of us expected, committed to Coach Signetti over there at Indiana. You're the new love of your life.
My number one everything.
So it is one of those situations where I wanted Louisville to really pursue him. But that's where it kind of leads me into the other headline topic of the day. Oh, sorry, I kind of got off a little bit. I don't want to leave you all on the Isaac Brown stuff because we're monitoring that situation. But what we have right now, and
we're monitoring so many situations.
And this exactly, but this is also something like when me talking about it. Let's be clear, we are discussing like After Dark with me is I am not going to be breaking you news. You know what I mean? Like if Ty Spalding or everybody wants to hop on and discuss what they know and they know the real information, but what I do know, which is something that I feel pretty confident in saying, is that supposedly, and I throw up supposedly as soon as I say confident in speaking, but is that Mama Brown, Isaac Brown's mom, who loves Louisville, who is very, very much attached to this program and attached to a lot of the fans and the fan base, and is very vocal in speaking with the fans and giving her opinion and pushing. Remember Isaac Brown playing that last game? I wondered why was he going to play in the Beans Bowl when it doesn't matter, but he put the team on his back and basically won that game for whatever it means. But supposedly Mama Brown is in Louisville, I think today it was when she arrived, or sometime in the next couple of days she'll be here. And I think they're hoping that they're able to, utilize her to convince Isaac Brown to return here and stay here. And it seems like that seems to be the momentum right now.
How does it make you feel that you need all of that to convince him to stay at your program? What does that do to your psyche as a fan?
It doesn't really bother me that much because I think he is one of the best running backs in the nation. Like I absolutely Louisville hasn't had at the same time, like I said in my video though, if he goes, it's weird for me to say that because I think he is one of the best running backs in the nation. At the same time, I think Louisville's got a stable of guys that, we saw against Kentucky. Like, I didn't know, or maybe that's a statement on Mark Stoops in Kentucky, and I get that. But at the same time, our walk-on guys were just, just killing it. They were just crushing you all. And I was like, all right. I was sitting there screaming and yelling. It does count, bro. I don't know what to tell you. How many years have I heard SEC?
A walk-on freshman running back? God.
I'm just saying, he's crushing y'all. Anyway, I hear about SEC defense, SEC recruiting that UK has.
In most of Stoops' year does not count.
All right, okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what Will Stein can do. But that being said, I want to stick with some of these main topics though as well, and I really want to get into Louisville now has their QB1, and that is Lincoln. I believe it's Kienholz is how you say that, and he is Ohio State's. He was a backup for saying there at Ohio State. Zach talked a little bit about him yesterday. I think it was during the UK postgame show. And he talked about it as well on the Sunday Morning Hangover today with Phil Baker and Nick Curran. That's ESPN 680 1057, 10 to noon every Sunday. You can listen to them. But and again, I'm going to say this, no offense, Zach EC. I'm going to take a little bit of a little grain of salt with Zach Cantrell and what he's going to say as an Ohio State fan, and him being the backup there. He has been there for about our girl left, so I'm gonna keep talking and hopefully she will rejoin us. But as it stands right now, Kienholz was the backup there during this time for the Ohio State University. And my biggest concern, my initial thought process there for Kienholz, and I'm trying to be as fair as I can, was, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, are we going to go out and get, are we going to do what we should have done last year, which is go out and get a secondary quarterback, a backup quarterback to him as well? Because if we're going to do that, if we're going to get a Miller Moss and a QB2 backup quarterback, it's going to be just as good. I get that Briggs Cherry's coming in as well, and Anna dropped off, so she's back in now. I don't know how much she heard. Give me some
grace here, people. I'm doing my best.
She is struggling when it comes to this. Big Weeks also said,
I'm trying hard. It's not for lack of effort. It's like
He was a backup for 3 years at Ohio State. He has been the backup. That is something that does bring me a little bit of concern that he hasn't earned that role as well.
But Joe Burrow was a notorious backup at Ohio State. Look what he went and did when he got the
and that is the connection that a lot of people have made. This crowd from OSU has championship experience. He's following the same route as Joe Burrow, and he can dunk. And Kentucky's trying to spend $1 billion on a quarterback who was kicked off his own team. Very funny. I love the trolling by him. I love the trolling by Max Abel. Thank you. 50
What
years
did
ago, that was Max
said?
Abel. That was his comment. 50 years ago, we recruited Woody Hayes leftovers. This is different. 3-year backup, by the way. A lot of people. Jarrett says, I'm a Louisville fan living in Buckeye country, and most of the Buckeye fans I talk about him think he is going to kill it at Louisville. They like him. And I agree with that as well. Let me see. I saw somebody else commenting. Ohio State is a prime example of money doesn't equal success. Same with Kentucky basketball, both the highest paid rosters, just to come up short.
Okay, let's not equate the same things here. I feel like football is a different animal there. Like you do have the reason that their coach sucks. Ryan Day sucks. He was too busy chugging just for men in the parking lot after they lost and trying to fight Dick Van Dyke and octogenarians. But they had a great wrestler. That's why they did win what they won. So I would argue it's just different. But we're going to talk about Mark Pope later. Don't worry, I'm not making an excuse. But I feel like, especially the quarterback position, that's different than basketball talent. It just is. You don't play both sides of the ball. Quarterbacks have done traditionally extremely well in the portal. So different.
Yeah. My guy says, take it out of your post. It gave me a mini heart attack. Are you talking about Isaac Brown coming back? There's a big question mark. There's a big Isaac Brown returning question mark. Yeah. The question mark's important.
Do you know how to diagram a sentence? Do you know grammar?
And I don't think he's bad at this, but he was just like you. I think he was excited there as well. And then Anthony Easton brings up as well. There is a quarterback visiting from Marist as well. And the reason I say it, okay, I know what you're about to do. I get it.
That L for loser, not Louisville. That L for loser.
Here's what she does. But I mean, if he's going to be if that's going to be the backup quarterback to Kienholz, I'm okay with it because this year we had nobody. Like as much as people love Deuce Adams, as much as people love some of the other guys and want to give them an opportunity and give them run, they were worthless at this point. So that's kind of my issue there. We'll see if Anna's about to fall off again because she's frozen. So we will see. Okay, so I think this guy could take us. Let me try. You're okay. I think you're back. Are you back? No, you're not back. Let's give me a second. Give me a second with Anna. Let's see if we can fix her. Okay, I think she's back. She's just glitching. She's just kind of a glitch show. Her hands are in her head. No. All right, give me one moment. Anna, let me, what we're going to do here. No, yeah, okay, yeah, you can leave and come back. She'll leave and come back. All right, anyway, let me go back to a couple of these. Here, I'll kick you, Anna. You come back. All right. Henry says, so I think this guy could take us far. Braum is a great coach. We know he can win games. Just got to get more discipline. Jared goes back to say, I'm excited about him. He may be able to bring my Buckeyes with him. I wonder if he brings a few other players there. Jeremy Leonardo says, Mama Brown said she wants him to stay, but it's his decision. You're right. She did say that. I do think that I'll be honest, I feel pretty confident that he's going to end up staying in the end. I really do. Just from some of the things that I've heard, not a lot of things I'm going to throw out there, but I do feel pretty confident that we're going to get Isaac Brown back in the fold here in the end. Additionally, so that was my main trepidation when it came to Kienholz was you're bringing him in. I know he's highly thought of, but we just had this situation with Louisville that we had Miller Moss, who was somebody who was a solid, fine pickup as a quarterback, but was not this this next level, this I don't want to say next generation, but this kind of a guy that's going to go out there, just going to sling it and going to be something that is a true weapon for Jeff Braum to really do. I'm tired of having to take guys from a lower level and try to bring them up in quality wise for Louisville. That's my kind of issue. That's kind of my frustration there is I really want Louisville to actually have a quarterback who is a legitimate deep ball threat that's consistently every game that you feel like is going to sling it. obviously, you think about Teddy Bridgewater, you think about Lamar Jackson, you think about Brian Brown, guys like that in the past. I need somebody who I feel is going to be confident, and that's going to be give him a weapon. Give Jeff Brom a weapon to use instead of giving him guys that he's going to have to coach up or the guys that he's going to have to
Even
whisper.
though he's the quarterback whisperer?
But that's my point, though, is I'm tired, you and I are going to battle when Will Stein, we'll see.
Which the real quarterback whisperer gets
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Like
Who's
Max
that
Abel.
candidates? You already know.
That's fine. Yeah, like Max Abel said, you got a guy who got kicked off the team, and that they took your sloppy seconds, and they're going to give you their guy. I'll say this. I saw Sam Levitt.
It's called the Joey Aguilar. Look it up.
Let me say this. I saw pictures of Sam Levitt, and I mean, he's kind of beautiful. He's kind of like a beautiful court. He's kind of like a beautiful, like, I don't know. I mean, okay.
Is he like
here's
a
the
Brady
thing.
Quinn?
I'm a man. Quinn? I mean, like,
or like
when
a,
I say
or like a Sam Hartman. Oh,
he looks kind of like he's very like Southern California is what I picture him as.
Like sunshine.
Like I don't know if that.
Okay, yeah, like remember the Titan sunshine. Like
he kind of looks.
Darby.
He kind of looks kind of like almost like Matt Rife or somebody, but like you know what I mean, kind of like I don't know. He's kind of like model over here. So, but okay. Additionally, there were other things that people talked about. When it comes to Sam Levitt, I think I've seen a few people out there, and again, I'm not going to be the guy that is, this is sources, whatever. But I had heard that potentially there are other teams that are decently ahead of Kentucky now for Sam Levitt, and then he may not actually be Kentucky bound. So that's something to consider. And I do see other people say it could be worse, and we brought Lagway in. I mean, Problem is, Lagway's viewed as one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the portal. So, like, I don't know. Like, would that have excited me more than Kienholz? I don't. That's my personal thing. Here's what I need. I need Oscar Braum. I need Oscar Braum to put his stamp on it because that's what happened with Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck was Oscar Braum said, "This is the guy. This is the guy." And like, I'm sorry, Jeff
Oscar. So it went to the top.
It went, Papa Braum went in there and said, "This is the guy you're getting. This is the guy you're bringing in." And then here we go. So that's all I'm saying is I need Oscar Braum stamp. Anthony Easton says, all I see is a video of him truck sticking a UCLA defender, and I was sold. But that's kind of, I mean, I get we want a guy who can run and a guy who can do, but throw the damn ball. Like, I want to know that he can throw the damn ball.
You're the damn quarterback. That's your biggest highlight was like a little bit of physicality. It's always great, but it should be more of an afterthought.
Well, and the problem was too, is he's not gotten a lot of run. I mean, he's gotten run, but not nearly as much run. He says Lincoln had a dogfight with Julian Sayin for the starting spot. Let that sink in, and Sayin was a Heisman finalist. So I'll take that. I mean, guys, are there Ohio State people in here that are trying to get like because I know there were like yesterday. So if there are Ohio State fans that are, I don't know if you are personally, but if you're an Ohio State person, because I'll be honest, and I'm not trying to do the smooch suck up, but there have been a lot of people saying that the Ohio State people are really high on Lincoln Kienholz, and they were kind of like, I'm watching you right now. It's a problem because I can see the condescension coming. It's oozing out of you.
You know who I'm going to bring up.
And I know. Okay, go ahead, do it. Just do what you got to do.
At Georgia, they were like, he is the greatest thing we've ever seen in our life. Please take him. The coaches, the players, they were like, he's made throws we've never even seen before. It was completely unbelievable. And my dumb ass, and Shrivel was way smarter than me. He was like, dog, no, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I really ain't buying it. And I was like, well, maybe it's just like, I was blaming Stoops. I was blaming everybody else. I was like, maybe it's the system. Maybe it's, they keep changing OCs. Like, maybe it's that. No, it's like, maybe he could have been good, but if you truly are that good, like Will Levis, you could have come in there and done well. Yes, Liam Cohen had a lot to do with that, but I will never buy when other fans, other coaches, other players have so much good to say about one person, because I'm like, well, then they would be the starter. Like that means nothing to me. That means nothing.
Yeah, and that's fair. I absolutely do. Yeah, I remember the hype that came in, and I'm sorry, that ain't a good look if Strebel's the one who you're like, he's so much smarter than me. Not James Strebel. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
I was still so bought in. Well, because Strebel never believed me on the Levis stuff, so I was like, look, I can evaluate talent, and now I do feel like he eats his words on that, and Levis was way better than the credit he wanted to give him. But yeah, no, that one was rough. That one was real rough, and that was after Devin Leary, which I thought that was a one-off, but it clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'll just never trust again a program being like, this guy is so great. La 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 la. It's like, no, nah.
Yep. Guys, do me a favor if you're in here, if you're watching on Twitter, wherever you're watching, do me a favor, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, go to the YouTube channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff really helps, gives us a lot more support. And hopefully, if you guys continue to support us, we can buy Anna some stuff that'll actually work when she's on the show with us. But some of the guys in here, Nick, and I like that Nick saying, I watched Lincoln throw more deep balls in a 2-minute video than I did Moss all season. Jared continues to say, I'm not sure he's Tyler, but he seems to have more potential running and throwing the ball than Moss did. And then I get, he can't be worse than Moss. We will know if he's good in the spring game. We all knew Moss wasn't after the spring game. Plummer looked like an All-American compared to Moss. To be honest, the team that has retired 2 straight quarterbacks. And then Anthony Eason, back to our original topic, says Mike Rutherford just tweeted a clip of Isaac Brown cryptic tweet. I think you can kind of read the tea leaves there. I'll say it. If I were a betting man, I would put Isaac Brown probably going to stay at Louisville for next season, which is only good news for the Cardinals because that's something that we really need moving forward. I'm saying we as in you and me, because I'm gonna get you. We'll get you on the Brown train. It'll happen one day. But,
No, it ain't never gonna happen. You know it.
But the one other part of this that I really want to talk about before we really get into the college football playoff, I'm gonna let you have your stand to say everything that you need to say because I know you got a lot.
Got a lot.
But something that's been very interesting and that Ty and people like that really kind of put out there last night, and I'm giving them, shout out to them for all the information that they were willing to divulge there. But really talking about, honestly, there have been a lot of steps that have been made, regardless of what you think of him, regardless of what a lot of people have thought about with Tom Jurich and his involvement with the University of Louisville. Dan Furman just tweeted, guess we still got our fastball with a fire emoji at Vince Marrow. I'm guessing that is probably your let's go, it's happening kind of tweet saying that. I'm guessing, that's my guess. And again, that's, it's a guess going on a limb saying that means that Isaac Brown is probably in there. Yeah, people are quote tweeting the Vince Marrow saying not going to happen, buddy, about Isaac Brown. So I think we haven't seen the Isaac Brown staying tweet or whatever it is, but I think we feel pretty confident that Isaac Brown is going to be staying with the Cardinals moving forward. That being said,
well, hell yeah. Okay, big dog, break that news.
That's great. That's awesome. That's something that we've that Louisville has needed. I hate saying we because I usually don't do that, but the only reason I say that because it's so easier than saying Louisville or the Louisville Cardinals. I usually don't do that, but it's just I'm trying to save my voice. Is to be honest, like it's
you got it. Save those extra syllables. You got it.
We.
It's so hard not to do.
Anthony Eason.
It's very hard not
all
to
the
do.
guys
Even though journalistically you shouldn't. It's very hard not to do.
Yeah, and all the people that call me a fake BBN fan or whatever, you hear me. I'm saying we, buddy. Look at all the Louisville stuff I got over here. There's a football helmet right there, big boy. Might have to wear it the rest of the video. But anyway, really what I want to get into, shout out to, I mean, just really the involvement there. What it appears, a lot of those relationships, and I guess really, I want to give credit, even though I've had a lot of frustration with Josh Hurd, and we talk about like the NIL investment and probably really trying to give Brom what he's been asking for and what he needs to be competitive and to be what he believes is competing for a national title. Train Track U still sucks. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. I'm gonna throw you up there. My guy performed for me yesterday. Shout out. It's all love. It's all love. You can be BBN all you want. I still that's my guy. But anyway,
I love it.
Yes. But anyway, basically talking about how Josh Hurd and the University of Louisville, and with the help I think from Tom Jurich. And we talked about the Clemson game where they brought him back in and they honored him and he was crying and all those tears and all that kind of stuff. And I know Streeble people, crocodile tears. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
The mayor of Louisville, you guys.
Yeah, I agree. But like after everything that happened, I was shocked that like I felt something when I saw him crying because I'm like, that's a grown ass man really tearing up like this. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he has to have feelings. You spent 20 years or I mean, longer than that or whatever it was at this place. You have to have feelings like that.
He really built it. Like, I feel like he was coming back to see, like, he was such a foundation in what was built. Like, I'm not having an opinion either way on how I feel about him, good or bad, but like, you can never argue the statistics and just with your eyesight, what you see that he built. So I think there's something about that. Seeing is something that you helped, get a jump start off the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, when you think about where the program was, I mean, all the programs in Louisville were when you and I were very young at that time. That was during my developmental years as a Louisville fan. And honestly, and that really probably, I'll be honest, I've always, outside of, I love the Chicago Bulls and stuff back then, but I've always been more of I cheer for the underdog teams than anyone. And Louisville at that time was definitely an underdog. You look at where Kentucky was and where Louisville was at that time, coming off championships to where Louisville was. And, so anyway, it's just one of those situations, but good to see that I mean, it's kind of nice, I guess. Maybe I guess I'm gonna be that guy. Say maybe build the statue for George at that point. If he's actually
better than a motherfucking stoop statue. Am I allowed to say that on here?
You can say, you can say it. You're good. Okay. You're good. There's no. I mean, we'll see. It may be like you'll demonetize. YouTube will just
worthier than a stoop statue.
Yes, YouTube will just tell us we're demonetized. It is what it is.
Sorry, everyone's poor now. Yeah.
This video cannot collect whatever. That's fine. It's fine. I'll take my 20 cents. You can take my 20 cents, I guess, or whatever it makes. But at the same time, the fact that those relationships are being fixed, and I know one of them, obviously, when the most high profile one was getting. Looks like Dr. Mark Lynn and those people back into the fold for Louisville. And I don't know if I'm not saying it's them or who. One of the numbers I saw put out there was something like an added bonus of like 12 million NIL flowing into Louisville for football. So, I mean, that's, I don't know. I haven't confirmed that, but that's kind of what I saw was out there percolating, if you will, last night. And again, and I'm hoping that's one reason why, too, this Kienholz kid is one that I'm hoping is going to be, that it's going to work and that's going to be the guy for some reason. They was thinking Jeff Braun got him on campus, saw him, and was like, I can work with this. This is what I can do this. It was kind of a little bit of a...
was kind of built to be NIL AD.
Yeah. Oh, no, he
would have killed.
I do kind of feel like he would have thrived right now. I know so many people are saying the stuff about like, George ain't getting any jobs. Where's George doing? He hasn't done anything since he left. And I'm like, I mean, does he need to? Like, does he have to really?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Because
wouldn't they say that even about like other coaches? I'm like, dog, with a fourth of that, you'd never work again. Like, it's okay to relax.
Like, relationships don't go away. Like, a lot of this is just building relationships and getting the right guys filling slots. And he did that. I mean, you see Walls in basketball, you see McDonald and all these programs, even the programs that I said that I'd burn to the ground for Louisville football and basketball. It's fine. But anyway.
Don't ask about that.
Yeah, so it was a little bit on my side, a little bit, I don't want to say frustrated. They're bad signals out. I'm just, can we call it Isaac Brown? Wait, no, that's Jared Stillman talking about nonsense. That's not even the right person that I was trying to get. This is what we do. But there's Isaac Brown Isaac Brown 4 minutes ago posted a picture of Kienholz, in his Ohio State gear. Basically just saying that's my quarterback, I guess. I guess that's what he's saying.
Okay.
So
that's
I don't know.
So confusing. That would they're college kids. What can we say? What can we do? But
that's what they do. You do like
it is what they do.
That's my
They're
guy.
Living for this.
Yeah. So I mean, good pieces to build around. Gives me some excitement there. I guess really with the amount of money that Jeff Braun needs, I was kind of hoping more about like, I don't know. I was really kind of hoping more for a quarterback that was really just kind of like a, the star. Like, you know what I mean? Can I get like that guy in?
Who you thought you were getting in Miller Moss? Like you were expecting like a big name like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like, did you see the writing on the wall before he got there?
But at that time with Miller Moss, when he was brought in, like if you had Miller Moss coming off of him beating up Louisville, and it was always like one of those situations where Louisville lost to somebody, then we go get him. But damn it, Aaron, I see Brown is signing up for SNAP. Yes, he's getting SNAP benefits. Thank you. He did say, I was on one yesterday after the UK game, no dumb button. No, I didn't need a dumb button. Like I said, I would have let you go for a couple more minutes. My guy, you were killing him. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty clear. You can probably figure out who he is. I don't know if he's okay with me saying who he is or not. I guess let me know and I'll just say who you are. But
do I know them?
I mean, do you know some of the callers that call in?
No,
no. So he's a very well-known caller for BB, and it's one where when I did the mixtape, I perked up every time. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cut that. I'm just gonna cut from start to beginning and insert it in the mixtape. I'm good to go. Hit record. That's what, okay. He's like, that's caller Luther. He's Luther. You probably heard of him. We always says those bums on Floyd Street. Bleep them. Okay. Whatever.
Is he the one who like originated bums?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Strebel really popularized bum because he got me saying it because it was like you're not cussing, you're not saying whatever, but bum. Something about calling somebody a bum really hits.
Worse than clown. It's like you bum.
Yeah, exactly. I still say it. I've got my wife had said it to me because I've said it so many times. Corey Hill, what do you think is going to happen with IB? Guys, I think all the writing's on the wall right now. I think he's back. I think he's a Cardinal. I think, Mike Rutherford put out stuff until I see the confirmation. Yeah, Ty Spalding's tweeting out, I trust my big dog. He's back. I mean, which is good news, which is very good news. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to take my shirt off and, like celebrate.
That'll never not be funny to me after the hate that man got for years.
It is what it is. We'll see. I don't know. I know there are a couple guys, from Kentucky that are they're brothers, I guess, that are coming to Louisville. I forget their name. That's how much I really tried to avoid recruiting for the most part because this is not my.
I'm even Portal is becoming too much. Like, tell me when I need to care about him. Before that, it's like I'm a real person. I have other things to think about. It's hard to keep track.
It's exhausting, to be honest. Yeah.
It is.
Blaine Baker with the IB1. I'm not fucking leaving from Leonardo DiCaprio. So there you go. He's not even leaving. He's here. He's a Cardinal. He's staying a Cardinal. So Louisville's got they got their QB1. They got their RB1. We'll see if maybe in the next couple of days they can lock down their WR1. If we can get
or DC. What's the word on DC?
Well, and see that's the issue with the defensive coordinator is from what I had heard is a lot of the movement was they were trying to get Poindexter from Penn State, but he went along and joined as a defensive coordinator at Tennessee. I think it went to Tennessee. I think he joined. I want to say that's what it was. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me. This is one of those situations. And I really like Mark Ivey at Louisville. I do, and I feel like I might be saying too much when I say that because I feel like you might be like, oh, you're getting too into the weeds with Louisville coaches and stuff like that, and that's fine. But I've heard talks about maybe they're thinking about promoting him, and it's just that's worrisome to me. Is that you're going in house and you're not getting a coordinator kind of guy.
The best on the market. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that kind of worries me.
Or good on the market.
Yeah, Poindexter seems to be to me, because I thought Penn State was bleeping stupid for firing. Why am I blanking on his name?
Wait, James Franklin when he couldn't beat anybody and
he was in the playoff. He was in the playoff.
But he could never win a big game because he had all that talent that he also bought.
Yeah, but you also realize Penn State's been in the gutter. You've been in pedo prison over here, and he got you back to where they are now. I'm sorry, that might have crossed the line.
Sanctioned to the nth degree.
So he did pretty damn good given all the issues that they're building them back up.
I respected Penn State for doing that, but I think it got led astray when they didn't make the move when they needed to make the move and hire somebody earlier. But again, how much of that changes with the coaching cycle, with the coaching carousel, right? It's like, who else are you going to get? Can't jump on people right away. It's interesting how the Big Ten and the SEC, they kind of operate differently, while I'd say maintaining the same level of success the past 3, 4, 5 years. I feel like all the hottest coaches go SEC, but Big Ten has been as competitive and it has almost found better talent.
Yeah, it's possible. I just thought for what Penn State and what I believe Penn State is right now, because they are one of those programs. I just don't think that they're deserving of better, and I don't think they couldn't do better. I don't think they did do better. Hoping for that Texas wide receiver. Yeah, DeAndre Moore is the guy. I mean, Kentucky's in for him. Louisville's in for him. A couple other 2 schools after that. Sorry, guys are coming in here with a lot of chats, and I don't want to ignore the chat because I appreciate you guys. Without you all, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you all for turning in. Luther says, sister wives time late. See you, man.
What'd they say?
Sister Wives is a show that he watches. He always says that,
yeah.
Sister Wives.
Okay.
Is that a show? Is that what that is?
Yeah, Sister Wives, it is a show. I think it's like TLC. I've never watched it.
Yeah,
But I'm glad someone's
it makes
doing
me
it.
laugh. But yeah. There's Vince, Big Vince the plug.
Big Vince the plug.
That's awesome. So when do you think IB announcement that he is staying will be? I mean, either tonight or tomorrow. But like, I mean, how much more do you need? That you got Jody Dembling with the boom #1 5 seconds ago, coming home with the main package. L's up. Oh wait, sorry, Vince Farrell kills me. I don't know, it just makes me laugh.
Say?
No, it's just him
Wait,
saying coming home with the main package. L's up with like his flight and like a bag on the floor. But I don't see, there's no picture of of Isaac Brown or anybody. But it's just him being him. And I don't know. I'm not used to it yet. Yeah.
I just feel like it's anachronistic at this point. I feel like it's like a throwback. I don't know, but I love him. I do love him.
Yeah.
I must say.
Bobby Roberts, Brady Braum just bumped his post. That said sometimes the best recruiting comes within. So there you go.
Oh, is Brady like tweeting stuff like that?
He tweets something. Usually when Brady says something, it's done kind of thing. He's like the last, or either the first, last one, if that makes sense. Like you get everything out there, but that's your exactly. It's your confirmation. It's
that's like his job, chief tweeter. I'm gonna ask if my dad will hire me to be chief tweeter of like his wall covering business.
I picture
the design is done from within. Like everyone retweet. This is huge.
I picture like Bobby Hill. Dad, can I tweet this? Dad? Thanks, Dad. But yeah. Isaac Brown's back. So Louisville fans, have at it in the chat. Make sure you celebrate and all that good stuff. And we've gone on for a long time without really getting to a lot of stuff that I really feel like for you. So
do we need to get to it though? I don't know if you're ready for it. I've been trying to maintain composure.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate all this is kind of definitely filled, and we'll keep. Sorry, we're gonna have to keep every so often go back and talk a little bit because people are going to keep coming in with all that.
The situation,
yeah. We're going to monitor the situation as it develops, and like it would be neglecting big news if we didn't talk about it right now while we're live.
Duties.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, Georgia Bulldogs, the college football playoff, the Final Four, which to me is just like honestly, it's everything that I could have asked for. Like really, like for me as a fan of. Hating on the SEC, and then also getting just other guys in there. Oregon, interesting for you all. Indiana, the love of your life, and then you got Ole Miss.
You have no idea
who has your disdain, and now Miami as well. Who maybe you're ambivalent on. I don't know.
But ambivalent, turning towards negative, but
okay. So anyway, that's our Final Four. Last time when we were recording. Your Georgia Bulldogs, they lost. they got beat in a kind of a heartbreaking fashion there at the end. The floor is yours. How?
Okay, so I first want to start with a diagnosis of myself. Like, there's something wrong with me. Like, I think part of it is it sounds crazy, but it's to the extreme of being so loyal that I went to UGA. I love and appreciate my degree there. I'm so proud of that aspect of it, but. Seeing the fanhood from people from Atlanta and it's just different. When you have pro sports, you have these other things. I think I'm so deeply passionate and emotionally connected to the teams that I root for. I could never just switch up. So even being at UK, working for the athletic department, I would wear a little bit of blue when Kentucky came to town. And I think part of it is just a family thing too. I know me and my dad, we watch, we care about Kentucky games together. So it's just so in me. Am I sad that Georgia? Do I root for Georgia? Yeah, I root for Georgia, but it does. It never ruins my night when they lose. I just don't feel Kentucky. It'll ruin a half a decade of my life. I'm just still not over basketball, Wisconsin. That formed me as a person. So I think it's hard once you care about something so much to replace it with the next thing. So I'm okay. Georgia's out. I love Kirby. Love the team. Whatever. I think I more so in college football go with like the storyline, and I'm Lane Kiffin till I die. I think it was so easy to blame all that shit on him about wanting to leave, but it was the athletic department that looked bad, and I hate how much they're getting props now. He wanted to coach. How can you sit there and say he abandoned his team when he asked to coach? He wasn't peace out, let me go recruit in Baton Rouge. He was saying, hey, like, I'd love to stay here and coach. And I think there's honor in that. And how come every other school could do it? You let the fucking the coordinators back, but you don't let him back? That could just as easily be tampering. So no, y'all were operating out of your emotions. I think Pete Golding can kind of be like a D-bag. There's a lot I do respect. I respect that he's just a ball coach. He's not doing all that other shit. I respect the game that he coached. I respect like any defensive coordinator. I just like respect the kind of people they are. It's there's like a meme. It's always the exact opposite of the OC. The OC is all flashy, driving a nice car. The DC like barely brushes his hair. But you know what?
It does bother me. Like he just look. Yeah, I mean it's true, but he just looks
He like
so
likes
homeless.
too much that that's his brand, not caring. Like I just feel like they're so Ole Miss fans are so out of touch with the reality. It is irritating the fuck out of me that they can still be like, "Well, we didn't need Lane to win." La, 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 la. It's like Lane did you the biggest favor that's ever happened to your football program outside of the Manning family, and you don't even want to respect him or thank him for that. I think you don't know your stepping stone program, and you are, and you need a little bit of a reality check. So I hope they get their ass waxed. I pray they do. Because Lane Kiffin's move to LSU was the right move. And I just hate, like, not for him, but for anybody, that there could even be a narrative that that wasn't the right move. If you're smart and you're not being in your emotions and being weird about stuff, that was the right move to make. But anyway, I love Kurt Signetti and Fernando Mendoza more than I've ever. I bought Rose Bowl merch. I know it's weird. Don't judge me. I love them. I was like a prisoner of the moment. I bought a Rose Bowl shirt. But Fernando Mendoza, adorable. Kurt Signetti. Everyone was like, "Oh, how will it be against Alabama?" Bitch, Alabama is on the other side of the sideline than you tonight. That's Alabama. And I'm not taking away the fact that Signetti's dad was a coach, the fact that he grew up around the fact that he's 64 years old, has been around it his whole life. That man is disciplined. It's that boomer generation that we're really gonna miss in coaching, okay? We are. And this is like your last iteration of it, so enjoy it. And I just love I love everything about him. I love that it's right back to business after each play. I'm just like a girl who loves a good story and a girl who loves like principles of things. And the principle of how IU football plays, I'm not glad Georgia lost, but it's nice not to have that conflict of interest anymore. In terms of Will Stein being in the playoff, rooting for him, it's great PR, right? It'll be great when he could just go back and solely focus on Kentucky. I'm not rooting for him to lose because of that, but I just love IU, and it's one of the greatest stories that's ever been in sports. So I'm IU more than probably people who graduated from there.
Yeah, Candy Stripe Saban is what you got now. We got
St. Matthew Saban, baby.
St. Matthew Saban, and there's Floyd Street, or not Floyd Street, but
Candy Stripes Saban, yeah.
No,
I
mean,
love my dad. We were watching the game. I said this on Friday, and then my dad was going like, "Man, I've never seen anybody who just understands the business mentality like him. Like he doesn't even smile." And he was like, "Well, I guess Rick Pitino's first years at UK, he kind of understood it." And I just like Signetti gets it. And then my mom's in the background watching Fernando Mendoza going like, "I wish he was my baby boy." So there's a story for everyone in that IUT, baby. Get on board. Come on.
It really is. If I wasn't so ambivalent on and using that word again, but on Indiana, I feel like I really would be more excited for it. It's awesome. I just again, it's my personal thing. It should be me. It should be me. Damn it. It should be us. And that is of course what's happened. And then I've also I had to eat it a little bit.
Happy for you, but it should have been me.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I am. Yeah. It's always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's me.
That's me. That's me.
I feel like at this point, do you have you been a bridesmaid a lot? Is that something
1,000 times?
Do you get tired of it?
8 times.
Do you get tired of like?
Well,
I'm at the age where I'm tired of weddings. I'm tired.
I get tired of going to any wedding.
Okay,
It's not that being a bridesmaid. I love being a bridesmaid. It's so fun. But I just get tired. And then my sister got married this summer and had 12 weddings. And I'm like, I never want to look another wedding in the face again. Like, it's great. And like, nothing against, it's just like, I think people need to be more honest with themselves about how it exhausts everyone
Yep.
around you. And like, I
Yep.
want a big wedding one day, God willing, but like, I'm okay to take a break for a while.
Okay,
It's
I
either
just
that
want
or
to
join
make.
a contract.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I feel like you and I live very different lives. But me at 35, I'm done.
I'm
like
33. I'm 2 years younger than you.
yeah, when you send me that invite, that wedding invite, like whenever I get that, I'm like, or the save the day, I'm like, oh god. Oh no! like no, that means I gotta be there. That means I gotta plan out all this stuff. One of my Saturdays is ruined. Okay, yeah, it's out everywhere now. Star running back Isaac Brown staying at Louisville, will not enter the NCAA transfer portal. Hayes Fawcett and Pete Nago's reporting, and then Jody as well confirmed it. There, it's everywhere. So Isaac Brown,
Was that like a money move? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, I don't know. I think there was. I think there was truth to him going, because like I mean to me like something that I kind of took from it and the way that I looked at it was, do I blame him? Do I blame him at all for going? And not at all. Like my initial inclination, he's from Miami. And I thought maybe it'd be out in Miami before the Texas stuff came out. And this is back-to-back years that Louisville has kept Texas from stealing one of their best. A little lisp over here. Losing my best player.
Best player.
Yes, don't take my best player. Sloth over here. Anyway, about them taking, they tried to take Chris Bell last year, and now Isaac Brown. But again, Texas is going to be a team loaded with talent. They've got, like I said, all the money, and they're a team that could very well flip the script and be pushing for a playoff once again, as they did last season. So to me, I think it's never a small victory to be able to beat. I was about to say beat off, but to beat eight. I'm sorry, that still did it. But to beat off somebody else, it's never a small victory. But it's never a small victory to beat the other to beat an SEC a top level SEC team, especially Texas. So I completely derailed us there right now. But yeah, so guys, feel free. Again, I put it up there if you all are excited. If you're happy and excited to see Isaac Brown coming back to Louisville, make sure do me a favor. Do Tarullo a favor now. Even though she's a UK fan and she's not happy about it, she's gonna lie and say she's okay with it. She's not. She knows that Jeff Brown's gonna smack that booty, and Will Stein's gonna learn. We'll see if Levitt comes in. We'll see if who you get. But if you're happy about that, do me a favor, like the video, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, guys. We put out all kinds of content. Tarullo's joining me here regularly. We're gonna be doing. She's gonna be kind of more my Kentucky correspondent when it comes to things UK, because like I can talk UK stuff on here, but like I don't give a shit. Like right,
I don't. That's how I feel about Louisville stuff, like on the radio. I'm like,
it's real unless we really like hate, like just want to hate on it and like battle each other.
Unless there's strippers or extortion involved, I'm not gonna. Wait,
man.
that happened there? That's weird.
Man, can I tell you? Can I tell you one thing that I've already thought? It's like if you guys listen to The Take with Andy Sweeney, Monday through Friday, noon to 3 on ESPN 680, 1057, and of course the ESPN Louisville app as well. Not enough, but anyway, there's a segment that I do now. We'll just leave it there, but you'll hear it every once in a while. Who impregnated me? But I thought about, can I slip in a squirting to the ceiling line? Is there a way that I can get that into it next time? And it might be a challenge, but then I also got to think, like, I've got children. You know what I mean? Like, I got children and a wife. Is it something that little baby Camilla needs to hear?
Your wife said, please, no. Your wife, who impregnated me was funny. Now we're crossing lines.
I know. Well, the problem is like you start here.
If I didn't have to hear it, I'd say do you, but
exactly. Thank you. Well, you will have to hear it. So anyway, but anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff on YouTube. We're gonna bring you a ton more content.
Who impregnated me is the funniest segment. I laughed so hard.
I didn't even.
At first, I literally thought it was AI. I was like, "Is someone? You know how they do like Trump AI and like you all do that."
Some
of the
stuff.
AI of you saying that, I was like, "Did he not? Did he mean to say that?" And I was like, "Oh, he definitely."
With Anna Tarullo.
Yeah, one of those liners.
Like between my thighs, I was like, "Oh my god."
No, well, I'll tell you, I was in City Hall and I was just feeling it in that moment, and I was like, "That's the line." So anyway, guys, appreciate you all. liking, subscribing, all that stuff. We're gonna have you a lot more content, and especially as we get fully. We're here now, but the SEC regular season schedule in basketball, ACC for Louisville, Duke game on Tuesday, so we'll have a lot more content moving forward. Anyway, that was just something, like I said, it's the college football playoff. There was another part of that I had that I wanted to touch on, but for some reason, my child, I realized, deleted that segment from my list. So it's hopefully it'll come back to me. No, like not on purpose, but like just it's the baby. It's Camilla. She's just slapping stuff or whatever. So she's and I can't say no to her.
She's give her a job, Soforo. Respect her.
She's sleeping. She should be asleep right now. We are easily an hour in already. I'm not gonna try to hogtie. That's a weird way to say it. Too much to like whatever time we want to do. But I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't talk some on basketball. I'm sorry, this is what you're gonna get from me. I am not a radio professional, so you get amateur hour at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. now on a Sunday. So thank you. Anyway, we talked a little bit about the Pat Kelsey situation. Louisville dropping the ball at Stanford. They have the Duke game coming up. And then you've got on the other side, everything is bad. It's on fire kind of in the bluegrass state when it comes to basketball. And maybe I'm going too far by saying everything is bad when it comes to Louisville. Louisville's not the worst situation, but
you're not going far enough.
Well, yeah, with Kentucky, it's not far enough. With Louisville, it's going too far. But with Louisville, my frustration really stems from if the threes ain't falling, ain't shit happening that day. And that's the problem. When you don't have Michael Brown. Yeah, I mean, it literally is live by and die by the three for Louisville.
I told Biscuit one time.
Yeah, and he was not happy to hear that. You guys, I need to make that a clip just to play it every once in a while. I'll be honest. Did you see the Mark Pope press conference? What he said afterward? It was just, and I can try to find it real quick. I'm not going to play it for you, but it basically was kind of the most disrespectful commentary that I've seen out of him. It was like it's. I mean, I'm a father. I have 3 children. I have a 5-year-old, and it's what I get from him. The I don't know answer, the indignation of you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you a 3-word response because you're the one who's really wrong for asking me this stuff kind of thing. And it's just kind of I don't, let me try to find it real quick. But just what, I mean, I don't know.
Respect the program. The best thing he could do to respect the program that he still loves is leave. It because you are not competent. You are not competent.
Here it is. Here it is real quick. Let me read this real quick, and then I want to hear your rant because I know you're ready for it. Matt Jones, actually, I don't know why I didn't think it was Matt Jones. It was his interview, his final segment with Tom Leach. This is not even just a press conference. It's his one-on-one with Tom Leach.
Who was doing radio while he was a player. You should have, that man is God.
Yeah, there's no reason to treat him that way. Question, why, or what did you tell the locker room after the game? A lot of things. What needs to be better in the future? That's a long list. What are specific things to take away from this game? Not a lot from this game. We need to play harder.
Really? Not your lineup that you played? That didn't surprise you?
Yep. Who was it? The best lineup that he had that they've proven over the last couple games got 1 minute total together?
Yeah.
Is that what I think I saw something? Yep. It's perplexing to me.
Junior. And I'm sick of. Oh wait, were you done? Finish it.
Yeah, I'm done, ma'am. It's yours.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's all yours.
Okay, so I watched that game with my dad. He was being so funny. He was like, "Go back on a mission. Get out of here. Go back on a mission." He wanted him out of here, and he was like, his wife needs to leave him. I was like, "All right, that's a little bit too far. Let's go. That's a little bit too far."
Don't bring Leanne into this. Leave Leanne Pope alone.
He's an idiot. He has no swag. We already knew that. And none of that really matters except for when it's just a phony. It's just emotions led. And do we respect any of our leaders who ever do that? No. It's are you going to be a badass? You're going to go in there and get it done? Yes. Should I make with a joke I made earlier? I don't think I should.
I think you're fine. Go ahead. Why not? It's 10:25 at night. What harm is it going to do?
I feel no, I can't say it. Okay, let me work up to it.
Okay.
But it was a good joke. But anyway, I
From
think
pins and needles.
97% of the fans, including people in their first year playing organized basketball who are in third and fourth grade, could tell you which lineup to play, and they never played. Why in the hell are you not starting Jalen Lowe? Why in the hell are you not starting Jaden Quaintance? What are you resting them for? You can't rest a hurt shoulder like that. You either sit and you go get surgery so you're ready for next year, or you're just waiting. Why? There was a point that they made it close, but you've already dug yourself such a hole. He just has no. That's the issue. Guys not playing hard is because they do not respect the man in charge. The fact that Colin Chandler goes under every fucking screen.
Yep.
And that can't be because, like, the thing about Pope that was good was like that he seemed really cerebral, right? So
Yep.
it's like, what are you making him do before he goes in there? You're making him go solve 12 word problems and figure out, solve the X and the Y and come up with future problem solvers of America to decide whether he needs to go under the screen or guard the shooter. Just guard the shooter. Don't go under the screen. Fight through it. It's not that hard. It happened all game. Like, I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it at all. He switched, he stoops junior, he stoops like, we've talked about this. He switched everything he did to try to appease people. To what? To be able to be physical and beat teams like Alabama, who you were still not able to beat. They are so bad, Soforo. They are so bad. It's not even just they're bad. They're annoying. It hurts me as a college basketball, a huge college basketball fan. It hurts me to sit there and have to watch them. I'd rather be going and like painting my nails. I'd rather take the trash out. I'm like, I gotta go do the dishes. I'd rather do that than watch this team. They are that bad, and he's such an idiot. I'm so sorry, but he's such an idiot. He just can't learn. Like, well, that's not what he looks like in practice. Well, I'm sorry. You should be curtailing your practice to your game data. And how much did Nate Oates absolutely sun him? He sunned him in any way possible. He said, yeah, they look like they're a team who's good at sharing the ball against their inferior opponents. If you track it against anybody good, they suck. He will never win a. Listen, you got a Ryan Day at Ohio State, right? Don't respect him as a coach, but at least you can buy a championship, which he's done. Mark Pope can't even do that. How do you have the most expensive roster with the talent that they have? You shouldn't be losing any games, much less be down by 20. They were bigger and more physical at every position. He is an abomination, and I can't stand him and his little nice shtick. It's all fake. If you really were genuinely like that, you wouldn't respond that way to Tom Leach. And the whole ideal, it's like, focus on what needs to be focused on. You're too busy trying to be so, impactful instead of winning games. I'm sick of pushing the whole family and all the legacy on us. I'm sick of all of it. Just win a Kentucky basketball game. This team, unrecognizable. I don't give a shit about them. I'm like, why are you wearing that uniform? Like, there's nothing scary. At the end of that game, they were like, oh, man, the most formidable. Like, everyone comes out when Kentucky basketball comes to town. I'm like, not for long. Who gives a shit about this team? If you cannot play the right lineup, you are overthinking it so hard. And just being a slave to the analytics of all of it. And I just want him gone. I wish he could have been fired at halftime, but I have fatigue. I have fatigue from the stoop shit. I need Mitch Barnhart. I just need something different.
Something frustrating, like to me, as an outsider, not being a Kentucky fan, but coming in and like looking the entire process of bringing him in, and I understand. Last year he had 11 quadrant one wins, and it worked out. Like it shocked me how seemingly. I mean, honestly, really though, it didn't.
No, same.
It really
too.
wasn't.
I thought,
it worked out well, but it wasn't perfect because it was kind of mid through most of the season. It was just he ended up making a run that Calipari hasn't had in a long time in the tournament. So that really kind of was a little bit more of a cherry on top of a kind of like a mediocre sandwich. Like it was fine, but like, and you got a lot of quad one wins, but at the same time, like you come into this season, the problem is like, you can't mold personalities. Nobody respects you. Nobody will listen to you.
Nobody respects him. Who's going to want to come play for him?
Yeah. And that's a problem. I don't
the thing with Oweh, who is athletic as hell and can make stuff happen, but you can tell he doesn't respect him.
I don't see exactly. But I don't see a world where, I mean, Kentucky will move on from him after the season, right? Like I don't see, even no matter how bad it gets after last year, him being Once this again, my frustration, and this is a problem thing because we just kind of came back from like, okay, maybe there's some life there with Indiana, and then with the St. John's, which is kind of fool's gold, which is
Who sucks?
I
Yeah,
guess
it's all fool's gold. It's all fool's gold.
I guess Rick Pitino's maybe. I don't know if it's time to go back out to pasture or if it's more of a. I mean, or maybe it's a he's at St. John's and like no matter how good you are at St. John's.
Yeah, I don't think that meant shit.
Yeah, which is kind of sad to see, but at the same time, the problem is like as somebody, us and we're in media, I'm on YouTube for fun, for free. Yeah, that's us real media type. People love
Pulitzer Prize winners.
Whenever I say some dumbass shit, and people then they like to call us media. It's whenever I say something dumb or something that pisses somebody off, they're like, "There's the media." I'm like, bro, I'm
not media. I'm a dad.
No, I'm a fan who just is talking shit on the internet. That's what I'm doing. But like it's weird because I'm in the place of like, I mean, looking at Kentucky, basically, like I look at, and again, Lachlan McClain, don't get mad, how I looked at it with Kenny Payne, which is just like, get through this. Like, just get through it until there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The problem is.
So I think about that all the time. So many Louisville fans said that. It's like, he's your PK, right? Like, or KP, sorry.
Yeah.
He's your KP. Like, it's like a sentimental hire. And like, have we learned nothing about how the country, how the world, how anything works? If you're operating through emotion, that's why I'm like, bring it back to Ole Miss. Like, anytime you're operating out of emotion like that, I just feel like your logic fails. And to bring in, it's more of an indictment to me. And I think it's further frustration. And that's where I have fatigue after going through the football hire is that, Mitch Barnhart, it's like, you can't be, how do I say this? Like, what is it? Walks quietly and carry a big stick. Like, you can't be like the man enough to go out and get somebody great. It's Kentucky basketball.
Yeah.
It's
like
Kentucky basketball. And you can't go out there and get the best person available. And I understand, like, when he made the hire, I wasn't completely against it because he seemed like such a cerebral coach, right? He seemed like a Dan Hurley, not on the same level, but in terms of, like, offensive sophistication. And to completely drop that tells me so much about him, and that he's just not ready for this. And it does feel like you settled to get him. And what I keep also going back to is the weird. So he was teammates with Reed Shepherd's dad, Jeff Shepherd, and just how awkward. Like, I feel like Jeff acted towards him when it was like his announcement, like his, what was it called? Like his pep rally where he was announced or whatever, Mark Pope. And he was like, maybe we could get Reed to stay for one more year. And like, Jeff was like, what the heck? Like, this is weird. And then Reed wears that like half Calipari, Arkansas, half UK stuff. Like at the game, I'm like, you know what? Maybe that like was super, we should have paid a little bit more attention to him. Because I could just tell all the confidence is lost in Pope. And I'm just sick of his ticky-tacky bullshit. I'm sick of the emotions and shit. Go be a winner. Like, go win. And then if you want to hold hands and braid each other's hair and talk about your traumas, you can. But, like, you could do that on your own dollar and your own time if you're not winning.
Well, I just remember, like, my main thought, too, is, like, Louisville got Chris Mack, at least. Like, you at least had, like, that at the time was perceived as a really good hire because he was coming off a one seed and winning the Big East and all that, and just really kind of like a well thought of coach for a long time before then. It was kind of like it was a marriage made years before. I remember Ethan asking him when he came on Louisville Sports Live back in like 2015, 16. I remember listening to that and him saying, talking about it, oh, my wife, we love Louisville and all that, but not like, so you had that kind of set up. Kentucky, who there was at least gonna be a little bit of nervousness with like Danny Hurley or somebody like that I thought, or like the fact that unfortunately it's like now you really just can't. I mean, Bob Valvano said it.
Fucking talent. You couldn't have gotten Dusty May. You could not have gotten Dusty May, Miss Barnhart.
Which is now, like, I remember when I thought Louisville was going to hire Dusty May, that I was like, now I would do anything to have him. Like, he is crushing it.
Your sole job, you can delegate most things out. Your sole job as an AD should be to know where the talent is and to be able to go get it. And to whip that hard that Michigan gets him. It's like, A, you're slow on making moves, and so that holds you up in the process even more. B, Look at places like it. Can Kurt Cignati can coach this basketball team better than Mark Pope could? I guarantee on my life. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're hiding. You're being a loser. You're being insecure, and you're being a coward, and you're hiding behind analytics. What matters is execution. Execute defensive help correctly. Execute screens correctly. Execute just your entire offense moving without the ball. Execute substituting correctly. And stop relying on these numbers like you're still in med school. Go back and be a doctor, then we don't care. Go, leave, go do it. Like, how he operates is it's just weak. It's just weak sauce. Like, there's no killer. There's no killer. And we saw it in the beginning when he first got there, and I didn't want to believe it. I really did think, like, he was going to be like a Mike Leach, kind of like a crazed, like, maybe he could be like a crazed maniac and have just this sophistication about him. But now he's so throttled that he can't even run what's run that's worked for him. If I'm a player, I'd never go play for him. Look at how much he's tanked Otego away. I'm done with him. Done.
What happened?
Immediately done.
What happened to the Dark Pope meme? You know what I mean? Like the river, like there was that little bit of time where he was pretending to be kind of like, can he be an asshole?
After an Ole Miss game, he like hurt his hand. He probably hurt his hand like high-fiving somebody. Like, I don't know. Like, it's pathetic. Like,
but
there's like, do you have to be a sociopath to be successful? Maybe. So I don't care. Go to prison and find a coach then. I don't care.
You just, I mean, that's why Danny Hurley and so many of these guys work. You need somebody who's just kind of an asshole. Like, he's got to be an asshole.
Who's really successful, you have to be like insane. So it's like, okay, then find it. If you're paying that much, why are you running an athletic department, Mitch Barnhart? Is it to find world peace? Is it so everyone gets along, or is it like to win? Like,
to feel good. I feel like Mitch Barnhart kind of lives in that, like the old mindset of what college sports were, which is like it's that good old boy country, like feel good. We got Jimmy in state, maybe he can go win whatever. It's it's a dream thing. It's not about competing, about winning. Which is unfortunate, just because like at this point, I don't know, like outside of just people are just gonna keep getting angrier and angrier. We had a little bit of that. I don't know what Mark Pope can do to buy back fans, like to get them back in. Like I mean, I guess obviously
beating
winning
the shit out of people like Jesse May is. Start dominating like Pitino in his early years. You would think, and it's not like this motherfucker doesn't have enough help. But he could call. How about ask your assistants? How about call Pitino and say, what would you do? He has every resource available to him. What is hard about this? He's trying to overthink it. Just his whole demeanor is not it. It's not
I love there's a few people in here. This is the Troll UK segment. Yeah, I mean, we have to. Here's the thing. We probably are going to have to do this show like twice a week, if we're being honest. We're going to have to figure out something because, especially when there's news like this, like, yes, we'd be remiss. We'll come back a little bit more and talk more about Isaac Brown because everybody's got questions and stuff like that. That's fine. But we have to talk UK U of L. Basketball. We have to talk about the football situation, and we have to talk about everything that's been going on with the college football playoff. There's just so much for a show that we do once a week right now. So it is what it is. Let me read some of these some of the comment section that we have in here. People that are talking about Kentucky basketball equals Florida State football. I think of the past. Okay, Danny Grace. We'll see. I think you're a little far there right now. I think Danny's another one of those guys that's a Louisville guy that crushes me and calls me a BBN guy. I think Louisville treaded a lot more of those waters than UK has so far, given the self-inflicted death penalty we had with Kenny Payne and everything around then. Say Kentucky basketball one more time. Let's see. I read apparently Kentucky offered Arizona State's quarterback $4 to $7 million. See, here's the problem with me. If Isaac Brown is 2, if Louisville's probably paying like 2. I mean, I guess they had to get over 2 for him to stay here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, how much do you value? I mean, I know it's your starting quarterback, but like, how much money do you spend on a quarterback? Like, I know what Lagway was like around 3, isn't that what he was asking? So for Kentucky, I mean, the 4 to 7 is also a pretty damn big range. 4 to 7 mil, like if you want to say 4 or 5 mil, fine. 4 to 7 is a large damn range for me to really try to break that down if they would have. I don't know. Like, it makes sense with I was about to say the new quarterback whisperer, but with Will Stein coming in there, if you want to go get the top guy out there that you would offer probably around the 4 range, 7's just kind of insane. But of course, Kentucky is willing to pay insane amounts of money to people to do bare minimum. Jinky, when he punches oh yeah, I love how this is the same Anna, and of course she drops off right then, but that's fine. This is the same Anna as the last couple of years of Cal consistency. Hey, she's willing to hold those teams to those standards. It is what it is. Let's see. 22 mil for 96 to 88. Yep. Really interested to see if getting Kienholz, and this is from Doug Lusco. Yep. To see if getting Kienholz instead of a bigger name opened up the funding for Isaac Brown. That is interesting to me. I think we talked a little bit earlier about the rumor that's being put out there when it comes to funding that came in. Supposedly there's a large amount of money that's been donated to Louisville football somewhere in around the time that I guess because of I think Mark Lynn was one of them, and then there's also some other Jurich guys that are coming back into the fold that maybe are committing those funds. So I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'll just say it. This is not me reporting anything. This is me not knowing anything. This may be fucking wrong. That's the only thing that I can say. The number I saw people float out there yesterday in the conversation was around $12 million coming in. So who knows? I'm not certain there. Danny Gray says we ain't talking basketball on Portal Weekend. I know one team in the state that is able to get their money up in football this weekend, QB1 RB1. Guys, Danny Grace, Jinky, all of the guys that are in here right now, give me your review on how Louisville's doing so far when it comes to signing Kienholz. He was a guy when he came on, he piqued my interest, but at the same time, like, this was not the star quarterback signing that I kind of expected, or really kind of felt like Jeff Brom, I don't want to say Jeff Brom deserved, but something that I really was hoping that Jeff Brom would get. I wanted to get a big gun, some guy who was going out there and sling it, and I know that I can rely on him. I guess Jeff Brom, that was his review of him. It sounds like he got on campus, and Jeff Brom was like, I'm not letting this guy go. He's going to be a Cardinal. He's my guy moving forward. Other guys seem to be getting on board with him as well. Isaac Brown, whoever else. But at the same time, I would like to see some of your all's reviews on it. We're going to talk more, obviously, throughout the week on ESPN 680 and 105.7 The Ville, too, of course. Jinky goes on to say, if we're going to have the Browns, I would like to see play calling like Brom year one, heavy run team. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. That's the hard part, right? Though, because like, it's not why you hired Jeff Brom to begin with. Like to me, that's not really. I do agree with you. You talked about earlier. I know you and I discussed it as well. That there are a lot of things Louisville got away from that they should have been doing through most of the season. But again, I don't know why they didn't do that. Right now, looks like ex-Cincinnati quarterback Brendan Sorsby has committed to play for Texas Tech. He was Pete Thamel's ESPN #1 player in the transfer portal. So that's some good news coming out, or not good news, but news that is coming out as well. Pope is a Patino disciple, at least a little. Rick doesn't give a bleep about a January loss. I don't know why I bleep myself when I've been cussing this entire time too. Let's see. Doug Lusco, next guy to keep is very clear. We got the Lightning. Now we need the Thunder. Yep. On the report, Isaac was paid $866,000 for his sophomore season. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. It could be $4 million or almost double that. So I'm guessing, Jinky, you're talking about the Kentucky one, right? Let's continue on. I watched the spring game, and I don't love that I didn't see him under center. I think Brom was involved with him out of high school. Okay, see, that changes things for me. If he has an established relationship there and he knows what he's getting there, that is something that I can kind of get behind and feel a little bit more confident going in with that guy under center, even if we didn't see a lot of it in reps that he got during the spring game. And then Nick Sissel says, Sorry. Okay, here we go. I want to know what receivers are going after. Bell and Lacey are leaving some big shoes to fill. Well, the biggest one, the biggest gun that we're going after, and that's one that we are going to get on campus here tomorrow, I believe. That is DeAndre Moore. You know the history there with DeAndre Moore, being that he was a Louisville, I believe, was he a Louisville commit? I know he was recruited heavily under Scott Satterfield, ended up flipping and going to Texas down there. But he was a guy that we thought that there was definitely an opportunity and a lot of potential there to get some run, to bring him back into the fold, and this seems to be an opportunity. He did just visit Kentucky, I think yesterday or the day before. So, and I know that he has visits to 2 other schools as well. I would be remiss if I tried to say who it was right now, but definitely he will be visiting Louisville tomorrow. So maybe my hope is Kentucky didn't get his signature, didn't get his commitment while he was there on campus. I'm hoping Jeff Brom, Isaac Brown, those kind of guys get in his ear and really get him locked in to come to Louisville. We know that he liked what he saw from Louisville the first time around. Why not be able to get him down for Jeff Brom, who's going to be able to utilize him and really kind of focus in on those wide receivers as well. Sorry, my voice is going. I think Anna, unfortunately, did fall off. It looks like she has, okay, she got something that happened, and she had to go. We'll leave that for now, but I will wrap us up here in the last few bits. I'm going to go through the chat, and then we'll get out of here. But Jinky said Levitt was supposed to... And there we go. Of course, I hit the wrong button there. Was supposed to visit Texas Tech tomorrow. I wonder how that looks later. So that's interesting. If he's supposed to go to Texas Tech and then Kentucky's still available, maybe that's an opportunity that they will end up trying to wrap that one up. Danny Grace continues. I wasn't happy at first with quarterback 1 announcement, then learned he had 2 years still left. So one plan I was on board with was Colton Joseph and rebuild around him, multiple years, guys with him. So if LK is as good as Joseph pretty quickly and bring back all the guys we're now hearing on, the whole on the whole sounds pretty good plan. Agreed. Yeah, DeAndre Moore was a flip, but he's with the Clarksons as well. So that's interesting. We'll see if that plays a role as well. Moore is at Ohio State right now, visiting us tomorrow. Okay, so he's at Ohio State. So hopefully get the hell out of Ohio State and get here tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. Get the hell out of Ohio State. You can't be impressed with what you saw. Is Kienholz, is he gone? Like, is he here? Or like, is there a chance that he was like, went up to Ohio State and was like, hey man, I know you're here. I know you like what you're seeing or whatever. We got a better thing heading down south. Come and join me and the guys down south and join us in Louisville. And we'll see what happens. Averson, now worry, you're talking about Anna, so I think I might have to, we'll see. Anna reminds me of the mom lion from Lion King or Hope Solo, same thing. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Danny Grace, does Anna take a timeout when you talk good things about Louisville? Yeah, that's why she dropped out. That's what it was. That's the reason that she left. She couldn't handle it anymore. If it's not about her cat, she doesn't want to be here. No, she's got some personal stuff she had to deal with, and I had to drop off. So she'll be okay. She'll be back next week, and we'll be good to go. But anyway, guys, thank you all for joining. I'm excited about where Louisville football is now. A lot of good opportunities there. If you're in here, and if you haven't already, slide to the YouTube channel. If you're glad Isaac Brown is back, like you see at the top of the screen here, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Consider joining the member squad if you enjoy these live streams. If you enjoyed the Kentucky postgame show yesterday, if you enjoyed that kind of content, as well as the daily content that we put out here, consider joining the member squad. We have a lot of fun here. We have a lot more content. If you enjoy the live, sorry, Jinky, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, if you enjoy the live streams that Nick Valvano, Jinky, and Tanner Rudimesso do as well, guys hanging out talking for the Gas Packs Radio podcast, make sure you join or you subscribe to the channel and consider joining the member squad, or anybody who joins the member squad, we're going to start doing giveaways and things like that. So consider joining the member squad. There's a lot of cool, fun things you get. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's like $5. I end up spending damn $7 a day at Starbucks for a freaking cup of coffee. So consider joining that, because also there's some fun things. You get cool emojis, the L's up, the L's down. You get the Big Rig one, the Nick Valvano ones. And when we add more and more guys, you can add more and more stuff there as well. So just consider it if you haven't already. Danny Gray says, Big Dog in the private jet tonight, dropping off Isaac Brown in the Ville. Now he's headed up to Columbus to pick up more. And then the last one, we'll leave it on. Jinky, your boy, says, see y'all Tuesday. Probably. Yeah, there's potential content out there for Jinky and Nick Valvano down at the Duke game. We'll try to see if we can get that on here and cover you guys every step of the way. If you haven't already, do me a solid favor. Thanks for everybody joining in. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Soforo on Twitter. And of course, you can follow Anna Tarullo at Tarullo Tweets on Twitter as well. Definitely make sure you check out ESPN Louisville and 93.9 The Ville and all the socials as well. You can stay up to date with all my reels and everything that I put out too. And tune into all our programming Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. at least. We'll see you guys next time. Cards. Do I need to say cats? Do I need to say cats since she's not here? Cards. Nope, just cards. Isaac Brown's back. Louisville football's back. We are cooking, baby. I'll see you guys next time.